Hello, this is Cannon Spectacle. I'm here with a budget standard deck tech. This is standard Goblins. And the main reason to play this is, so we have Goblin Piledriver here, which gets bigger for each attacking Goblin whenever it attacks. And Reckless Bushwhacker, it's also a Goblin that helps push through. It helps pump our whole team, which we can go pretty wide. So that's kind of handy. So let's talk about the creatures. So we got 4 Goblin Glory Chaser, so it's a 1/1 for a red. And when it connects with our opponent, it becomes a 2/2 menace, which is pretty neat. And it's kind of hard to block, especially really early. It combos well with Subterranean Scout. If we play this turn 2, and sorry about that. So if we play Glory Chaser turn 1 and Scout turn 2, we can be guaranteed to get our Glory Chaser renowned. Scout also works well with Goblin Piledriver, since Piledriver doesn't get super big until it attacks. So if we have Piledriver on the board already and then we play Scout, we can give Piledriver unblockable and then swing for a whole bunch of damage. We got our token makers in Dragon Fodder and Hordeling Outburst. And we have these 3 Mardu Scout, which is basically a 3/1 haste that bounces to your hand at the end of turn in this deck. If we really need a blocker, we can play it out, but if that's the case, we're in really rough shape. So, and then the last card here has got a singleton Goblin Heelcutter, which whenever it attacks, target creature can't block this turn. It can help us, and then it's dash for 2 and a red, and it can help us get around like a Siege Rhino or something like that. Moving on to our removal spells: Collateral Damage, Fiery Impulse, and Wild Slash. So Wild Slash, it's a shock. It does what shock does. It can deal the last few points of damage to our opponent. And it can take care of a small creature. Fiery Impulse can take care of a small creature. Sometimes it takes care of a slightly larger creature. Collateral Damage, since we have so many spare tokens running around, we can use this to just deal 3 damage to either our opponent or another creature. I took this deck list from MTG Goldfish, and I made some changes to it based on the new Oath of the Gatewatch card, Reckless Bushwhacker. I also made some changes to the sideboard, which let's get to that now. We got our 4th copy of Fiery Impulse. Bring this in against a deck like a Tarka Red or like a Mirror Match type thing. Arc Lightning also helps out there. Impact Tremors helps us speed up our clock. Rending Volley comes in again to take care of Wingmate Rock, Dragonlord Ojutai, and Jace. Roast can take care of Onofenza, Siege Rhino, Thought-Knot Seer. And Molten Vortex comes in against mid-range decks where we're just not going to be able to get our creatures through or get our creatures to stay on the board, and then we can just turn every land we draw into an additional 2 points of damage and shock our opponent to death. So yes, I'm going to run this deck through some matches in tournament practice. This has been Cannon Spectacle with budget standard Goblins. I'll see you guys in the next video.